My dear brothers and sisters, for a moment, let us imagine that we do not have faith. Let us imagine that we do not believe in God. What would life be like without faith? What would life be like if we do not believe in God? Ano kaya ang buhay natin kung wala tayong pinaniniwalaang Diyos? Kung wala tayong pananampalataya? Magandang itanong ito dahil marami, lalong-lalo na sa social media, mga influencers, ang nagsasabi na sila hindi naniniwala sa Diyos. There are those who openly declare that they do not have faith in God. And so for us who have faith, it might be good to reflect on what would our life be without faith. Kung wala kang pananampalataya, paano kaya ang buhay? If you do not have faith, what will you do when you have reached life's limitations? If you do not have faith, what will you do when you have exhausted everything that is humanly possible, and still you cannot find any solution? Halimbawa, may karamdaman ka at sinabi sa iyo ng doktor na gawa na namin lahat. Wala na kaming magagawa pa. Kung wala kang pananampalataya, saan ka papupunta? Kapag meron kang nais marating at may pagsisikap na iyong ibinigay, pero kahit naibigay mo na ang lahat, hindi mo pa rin naaabot yung gusto mong marating. Kung wala kang pananampalataya, saan ka papupunta? It is faith that tells us that after we have done everything that is humanly possible, there is a God who can do the impossible. Jesus tells us in our gospel today, if you have faith the size of a mustard seed, and you say to this tree, be uprooted and be planted in the sea, it will obey you. Parang imposible. Paano mong masasabihan ang isang puno na mahugot sa kanyang kinatataniman at lumipat sa dagat? Pero sabi ni Jesus, kahit na meron kang katiting lang na pananampalataya, mangyayari yan. Dahil ang Diyos ay makapangyarihan. A person of faith is a person of hope. A person of hope believes that with God, nothing is impossible. If you do not have faith, what will your future be like? Kung wala tayong pananampalataya, paano nating tatanawin ang ating kinabukasan? When life is gloomy, when life seems dark, when bad things happen to us, when our dreams do not come to reality, when our plans are not accomplished, where will we go if we do not have faith? It is faith that tells us that there is a God who knows everything, and everything happens according to the plan and to the schedule of God. In our first reading today, the people were crying out to God, "How long, O Lord? I cry for help, but you do not listen. I cry out to you violence, but you do not intervene. Why do you let me see ruin? Why must I look at misery? Destruction and violence are before me. There is strife and discord." Nagrereklamo sila sa Diyos dahil sa mga hindi magagandang nangyayari sa kanilang buhay. And what was the response of God? God gave them a vision. Isang magandang pangitain ng plano ng Diyos para sa kanila. And God said, the vision still has its time. The vision presses on to its fulfillment. It will not disappoint. If it delays, wait for it. It will surely come. It will not be late. Napakagandang salita mula sa Panginoon sa mga taong naghihintay ng magandang bagay na mangyari sa kanilang buhay. Sabi ng Diyos, maghintay lang kayo. Darating yan. And it is faith that tells us that God will never be late. Yung delays ay sa pananaw lamang nating mga tao. Kasi gumagawa tayo ng plano at schedule na gusto natin. Pero kadalasan, iba ang plano at schedule ng Diyos. A person of faith is a person of trust. A person of trust believes that God has a greater and better plan, and God will always act on time. Faith helps us believe that God is never late. He always acts at the perfect time. Kung wala tayong pananampalataya, wala tayong pasensya na maghintay. Pero dahil may pananampalataya tayo, alam natin, darating ang tamang panahon, yung panahon na inilaan ng Diyos. If we do not have faith, what will you do when you face life's trials? If you do not have faith, what will you do when problems come one after another? If you do not have faith, what will you do when you face sufferings? When you experience pain? When you are face to face with death? If you do not have faith, what will you do when you are persecuted, opposed, and maligned by people? If you do not have faith, there is a great tendency to be proud. If we do not have faith, we might think that our success, our accomplishments, our achievements are because of our own efforts, because we are good. In the Gospel, Jesus narrates a story about a servant who just came in from working in the field. Sabi ni Jesus, yung bang lingkod kapag dumating sa bahay galing sa pagtatrabaho, kailangan ba siyang purihin ng kanyang Panginoon? Hindi ba't ginawa lang niya ang dapat niyang gawin? Kaya ang mabuting lingkod, sasabihin niya, wala akong silbi. Ginawa ko lang ang dapat kong gawin. That is the humility that comes from faith. Faith tells us that everything we are and everything that we have comes from God. And so there is nothing to be proud of. A person of faith is a humble person. A person who is humble could say, I am a useless servant. I have only done what I am expected to do. And so, my dear brothers and sisters, thank God for the gift of faith. Alam po ninyo, mga minamahal na kapatid, marami sa inyo ang nagsasabi sa amin, kinakausap kami, nagpapadala ng messages, sumusulat, na nagpapasalamat sa amin. Sinasabi ninyong, Father, you sustained me during this pandemic. Salamat sa mga ibinabahagi ninyong salita ng Diyos dahil napapalakas ang aming pananampalataya. Kung hindi dahil sa inyo, matagal na akong sumuko. While we thank you for these kind words, and we are really flattered by what you say, I must admit that we are not really the ones doing it. It is your faith in God that sustains you. Hindi kami, kundi yung pananampalataya ninyo sa Diyos. Kaya salamat sa inyong pananampalataya sa Diyos. At pakiusap ko na ang pananampalatayang ito ipasa natin sa iba, lalong-lalo na sa ating mga anak at mga apo. Salamat sa Diyos na tayo'y naniniwala sa Kanya. Pero paano na yung mga susunod na henerasyon na hindi man lamang kilala kung sino ang Diyos? Ni hindi man lamang marunong manalangin, ni hindi man lamang nakikita ang halaga ng pananampalataya sa kanilang buhay. Let us pass on the faith to them, because we ourselves have seen how important faith in God is. Because of faith, we hope. Because of faith, we trust. Because of faith, we persevere. Because of faith, we remain humble. And so, like the disciples of Jesus, let us also pray to the Lord every day, Lord, increase our faith.